All right, so I'm gonna just run through this lab with you just to get it started so you kind of have an idea. So before you even start the lab, you'll see that you have to name all the columns. What I want you to do is label C1 as normal n equals 50. So to do that, you're gonna type, or you're gonna click in the cell between C1 and the first row, the gray one, and just type in this, normal n equals 50. The second row is normal n equals 100. And the third row is normal n equals 10,000. I didn't get many questions on number 1 and number 2, so I really want to help you out on number 3. So to do this, you're going to click on Calc. You're going to click Random Data. And then for the first row under the number of rows of data, say 50 because we want 50 rows. When you click on Store in Columns, just click the box first, and all of this stuff will pop on the left-hand side. You're going to double click C1, and this will pop up. If you type in normal n equals 50, depending on how you write it, it's not going to recognize what you write. So I recommend double clicking it instead of just like typing it out. When you click OK, you'll see a bunch of different numbers. Down here, it generated 50 rows of random numbers. When you do your next one, you're going to click Calc, Random Data, and this time we're filling out the second row. So instead of 50 rows, you're going to want to generate 100 rows. Erase what we have in Store in Columns, click on the box, and this time we want to write in C2. So double click that. This time you'll get something really similar, except now you have 100 rows of data instead of 50. For the last one, do the same thing, but instead of 100, it's 10,000. And instead of C2, you're typing in C3. Some of you might see something like this on Minitab where you have little things that say missing on it, and then C1 is now labeled C1T. If you see this, what I recommend you doing is to just literally close Minitab and then open it back up again. Okay, now then you can go back, relabel your columns. N equals 100, n equals 10,000. And then you don't have the missing underneath this row. When it says missing, Minitab just freaks out. So I would just recommend starting over, have a blank slate, and then I think things will work out a little bit better.